It's Easter break. I don't even know if I want to go into my studio at all this weekend. But I guess I probably should. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh God. Jesus in the morning. What is all this? I'm just going to cut that with you guys. I ordered all this stuff. I knew it was going to be here. What the I don't think any proper introduction is needed here anymore. We all know exactly what goes on during the Giga haul. We're going to ravenously open up all these boxes and packages like a 5-year-old on Christmas morning. Let's get into it. Start with this little guy. Nice little reduce, reuse, recycle logo on the front there. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I've been waiting for this custom for a very, very long time. It has been in the works for a very long time, and it's been thought of, like conceived for even longer. It is a custom of the London World Grand Prix flag waver, who Epic Green Thunder, of course, another member of Collectors, link here on YouTube, named Harry Checkered. So you guys will see my review of this in the near future. And Jim Scavenger is the customizer, and he did a phenomenal job. I'm super, super impressed with it. If you guys remember, during this past year's 12 Days of Christmas, I reviewed Clip Kaiser, who was the Fiat flag waver from Porto Corsa that Mattel did not release. They only ever did Eric Langley, who appeared during the Tokyo race. So super happy now to have the complete set. And of course, Mattel couldn't do that, so we had to resort to customizers. But yeah, another thing I wanted to mention is that nothing so far had already been opened. Like, everything you're seeing is straight from the packaging. Like, my mom didn't have to open up anything because I don't think I have anything here from Mercari. And I guess I should explain that a little bit more as to like why Mercari items need my mom to open them before I, get home, like in my every 2 or 3 weeks break or whatever. And it's because their like windows for returns are much shorter. It's only like 3 days where you could rate the item and request a return. Whereas eBay, it's much longer, and AliExpress is quite a bit longer as well. And so yeah, I don't think I ordered anything from there this time around. And obviously, like I said earlier in the video, I am home for Easter break. We get Good Friday off and then the following Monday. So super happy about that. I should probably, actually, this video is coming out much later than Easter, but I hope everyone had a good Easter. The video I'll actually be uploading on Easter Day will have been recorded long ago. So that's just the woes of pre-recording videos, when you're in college, and that's how it goes. But anyways, here is a Hot Wheels. Obviously, it's an Acceleracer Power Bomb. And this is from the Hot Wheels video game Beat That, which came out in like 2006 or 7. And as you guys know, if you watched my video in November of 2021, I'm trying to collect all the playable cars from that game. And there's one that I got long ago. And I finally am nearing the end of that collection. Some of these last ones are very, very rare and hard to get. But fortunately, I have been able to acquire almost all of them as of lately. Here we have another one, Jackhammer. This was like one of the lamest cars in the game. Like, it was probably one of the worst ones you possibly could drive. I think it actually was statistically the worst. Like, it had the worst handling, speed, acceleration, and one other category, and yet it was one of the more expensive ones to get. But yeah, I might do a whole video on the Acceleracers that I have, because I know a lot of people are into them, even though I don't know much about them aside from, of course, the ones I've needed to get for the Beat That collection. But they're super popular, and some of them are worth like $700. Here we have a couple factory customs. You guys might have seen this one before, but it's basically a metallic Dragon Lightning McQueen with oil stains, but it has a different expression than the one that Mattel released. It has his smiling expression, when the one Mattel released with the collector guide in 2010 had his determined expression. It's super confusing. There's so many variants of Dragon Lightning McQueen, like some with oil stains, some don't have oil stains, some with a different expression. And wow, look at how far that bumper comes down. That looks so unnatural. And it feels weird too. Like, look at that lip right there. Wow, it's almost as if he's like a lowrider. And then there's yet another Dragonlight Mcqueen in here. And this is the one I don't already have, and that's the reason I ordered this. And this one has a kind of a combination of the two expressions. It has the A's from the determined and the smile from the happy expression. So I know, again, I hope I'm not confusing you, but yeah, there are just so many variants of Dragon Mcqueen, especially when you bring in these factory customs now. But again, this is a combination expression, the determined eyes and the happy smile. So that's the best way to explain it. So yeah, I did not have that one yet. All right, let's move on to this box. Looks like there's 4 cars in here, but well, maybe not. Thought there was a car in that. It was just a roll of bubble wrap. Well, I think these are prototypes. Yay! Try and accelerate the process by cutting all the boxes open, but when you have people who, as they should, wrap these cars so very well, it adds a little time to the opening process. But I'm so glad that they packaged them well, because these are worth a lot of money. And some people, even though they are worth a lot of money, do not package their items well. So we have a prototype of a next gen here in the Tim Treadless model. Very nice. I like the green base. Cool, cool, cool. This one should be a Mario Andretti prototype. Very excited. Awesome. So probably not the most colorful prototypes you'll see, but their bases are pretty colorful. Like this one has an orange base. Nice. All right, so that is that. How are you guys doing, by the way? Like, everything good? Weather's getting nicer out. I mean, if you're in the United States, I don't know. If you're in the northern hemisphere, I guess that's how it's probably gauged. Because some people in Australia, I'm not making any sense right now at all, but you guys know what I'm saying. People in Australia, people in South America, their seasons are flipped compared to the United States or Europe and whatnot. So what I was trying to say is it's turning from spring to summer in a lot of places around the world. Particularly the northern hemisphere. This is what happens when you record at like midnight after a long day. Anyways, we have another Hot Wheels Beat That item here. I think I'm gonna have to get the scissors out for this item here. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys were doing good. You know, comment, let me know how you guys are doing, and I can engage in a little conversation. You guys know I respond to pretty much all my comments. I respond to actually every single comment, like if it's a comment worth responding to. Like if you're just going to say like, hi, I mean, sometimes I actually do respond to that, believe it or not, but I don't prioritize them. People leave like a nice comment saying like, hey, nice video, or if they leave information on the video, then I will comment back to them. So if you want to have a conversation, we could definitely do that. Because when I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos when I was younger, it always kind of bothered me that I would never be able to like talk with the person who's actually making the videos. By the way, I had to order this pack for the Rockster up here. That's the version that's in the Beat That video game. And big shout out to Sensei Luminous for finding this on eBay, because for whatever reason, like I couldn't find the Hot Trucks 5-pack from 2006 when I searched for it. I just couldn't. Like, it did not show up. So big thanks to him for helping me with that. But yeah, when I was younger, I would really want to like talk to my idle YouTubers. Just like to say like, oh, thank you for making these videos. Like I really enjoy them. Maybe like giving them a suggestion or like an idea. And like you never really were able to do that because all the YouTubers, you know, they receive so many comments, they're not able to respond to all of them. Sometimes they say that they read them all, but they just can't respond to them all. This is a Mini Racer Hot Rod Jr. No. This is a Mini Racer Dragon Lightning McQueen. Wow, we've got so much Dragon McQueen action in this video. But yeah, this is the newest Mini Racer to have been released, and I got this from Get Me Collectibles. Whatever wave this is, like it's the second wave of 2022, I think, and there's only one new release, and it is him. Same thing with the previous wave that only had Hot Rod Jr. Moon, who we'll be seeing in a couple moments here. So that'll be included in my next Mini Racer haul video, which I'll do when those new 3-packs come out. Now, I think this is a factory custom Jolly Ranchers Dusty. I ordered it because the eyes look different from the version that was released by Mattel. And I'm pretty sure they are. Like, these eyes are much smaller than Mattel's version. So I know it's a very slight difference. Oh my God. Somebody took like a Sharpie to this guy. Jeez. It's a little disgusting. But yeah. You guys know I love my factory custom, so I wanted to pick this up. Yeah, it's pretty nice looking besides from that Sharpie mark on his tail wing there. Cool. Yeah, and a propeller that spins very well. All right, so I know I keep getting distracted here, but I really was trying to say that you just couldn't talk to the people that you watch on YouTube. The creators that you look up to, that you aspire to be like, they'll just never respond to you. And it's kind of a very depressing thought that you'll never be able to speak to somebody. Here we have yet another Hot Wheels Beat That vehicle. And this is Brutalistic. And it indeed was a treasure hunt, but it was a super cheap one. Like this was probably one of the cheapest treasure hunts. Or one of the cheapest Beat That vehicles I acquired, honestly. It was only like $5. And yeah, that probably makes it one of the cheapest treasure hunts as well. So yeah, nice to have them. I think I only need like 3 more from the game now. But anyways, I know I keep getting interrupted and this is super disjointed, but like think of a celebrity, like, I don't know. I'm just going to use me as an example. I will never be able to like talk to Jake Gyllenhaal, like let's say my favorite actor. I mean, I'm okay with that. Like I have really no desire to talk to Jake Gyllenhaal. Like I have no idea what I'd talk to him about besides like saying I enjoy like a lot of your movies, you know. And that's pretty much it. But like for somebody who, you know, maybe you're inspired by this person on YouTube or whatnot, and you can't talk to them because they won't respond to your comments, that's not the best thought in the world. And so that is why I make a point to respond to all my Instagram DMs. I make a point to respond to people on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, wherever it may be. And obviously the YouTube comments, I respond to all of the comments, like I said, that are worth responding to, which, you know, if you leave a good comment, then I will respond to it. Like that's just how it goes. If you don't, I'm not going to respond. I just don't have time to respond to people that aren't making sense. Like a lot of people comment things that literally just don't make any sense, which I'll give some examples here in a second. But anyways, this is a basic collection exclusive Lightning McQueen. That's right, the plastic line that's only sold in Europe, some places in Europe, and then some places in oceanic countries like Malaysia and Singapore. Not in the United States. I think they're also sold in Latin and South America, but they're basically the plastic line. Like there's no die cast parts on these, and there's only like probably 20 in this line or so. And this one is exclusive to it. Like Mattel did not do a dirt track Cars 3 McQueen in the diecast 155 scale line. And so I had to get this all the way from England. And yeah, it's in great condition too. I'm very, very grateful to have gotten this one. I unboxed a bunch of other oops. I unboxed a bunch of other basic collection stuff in Giga Haul Part 4 if you want to check back to that. But anyway, to continue on with what I was saying, people on my video where I announced that Mattel told me they're not making a poster for 2022, they actually thought that the fan-made poster I showed was real. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, those are just the people that aren't watching my video, people that look at one thing and then they just make a comment. Like, they don't see the giant red X that I put in the thumbnail. They're not listening to the words. And I understand if people don't understand English that well. But the people, when they're commenting, they have perfect English. So I know they're just not fully watching the video. And so that's kind of where I would not respond. That's an example of me ignoring your comment. But I do pretty much read every single comment I receive. And as you can see here, this is a prototype for RV, but it's in the Crazy 8 Crashers line, which came out in 2017, along with the debut of all the Cars 3 merchandise and whatnot. This was actually the first way that you could get an RV and Mr. Drippy. So I actually did buy these plastic versions of those characters because I wanted to have, you know, a representation of them. I didn't end up opening them because the diecast versions came out in like August or even like late July of 2017. So yeah, this is a really cool prototype, super colorful. You have like the burgundy and purple base parts here and the pink vents here. That's awesome. So really happy to have this. All right. See what else we have here. Oh my god, we have yet another Hot Wheels Beat That car. This is Speed Bump. I actually do already have one of these, but it's in terrible condition. And as you can see, this one's in perfect condition. So I can now sleep at night. Because the one that I had before is really beat up. So happy to have one that's in good condition. And this is the last car that you unlock in the game. And the reason why it's loose is because it was only released in a playset. So not really feasible to get one of those in the package. All right, now I know what's in here. This is a very exciting score. It's a custom. It's a very well done custom. I don't have much work from this customizer either. I don't think I've ever reviewed any of it on my channel. But she does phenomenal stuff. Her name is Carla Fernandez, and she's on Facebook. I don't know if I will even review this one, because obviously, as you can see now, it's a JP drive. And I've already reviewed multiple JP drives on my channel. But the reason why I had this one made will become clear in the future. But for now, just think that it was because I wanted to have a better one than the two I already had. The Jim Scavenger one, like, that was a very primitive custom because he did that without even having the full decals, like a full look at JP Drive. And so the decals aren't quite accurate. And then the other one was, of course, from Wacko Arts. And that one's really good too. Like, don't get me wrong, I like that one a lot. But I think this one looks perfect. It's probably the best JP Drive custom I've ever seen. And pretty identical to what Mattel would release when or if they actually do release him. But the reason I got this is not just to have another one. There's a more complicated reason, and that will all become clear in the future, hopefully pretty soon. Alright, what is this? I love when the Chinese sellers ship me things in these absolutely weird looking tube-shaped balloons. Like, look at them in there. They're like imprisoned. See if I could fish them out. Oh my god, I got them. Nice job. You ship them all bunched up together so they clank on each other. And these are prototypes. This is exactly what I was just talking about too. Like, look, they shipped them all in a bag like this. Don't do that, man. Especially when they're prototypes. Just set them all down real quick here. So what you saw earlier was what to do, and this is an example of what not to do. And it's accentuated when you have valuable pieces like prototypes here. And these are prototypes because they have these date stamps on the body itself instead of just on the base. Like that M40 is a date stamp. But this is more of a production code. I kind of misspoke there. It's not a full-on date stamp because you can see M40 is there. And M40 is on the roof there, but it also has that production stamp code, the engineering stamp of 0252 for this mini racer Mater here from the Advent calendar a couple years ago. Snowy Mater. This one's 228. That one was 252. And then we have a couple Cruz Ramirez's, 0117 and 0078. I have a ton of these Cruz Ramirez prototypes, if you guys have seen. I'm not really sure if I have shown them in a video before, but I know some of you guys know that I have a bunch. I think I have like 25 with these now. I know it's a lot. But they were super cheap and they were available for a very long time. So if somebody wanted them, they could have gotten them themselves. I was like, I'll just take the final 4 off your hands by now. Here is the Hot Rod Junior Moon Mini Racer that I thought I had earlier. And again, I will unbox this in my Mini Racer unboxing that's upcoming. Unfortunately, though, I don't know when it'll release just because Mattel hasn't released all those 3-packs yet. So if I were to do an unboxing in this very moment, it would comprise of just these 2, which would make for a very boring and quick video. What is this? Oh, it's a new factory custom Andy Gearsdale. Oh man, I'm pretty excited for this. So you guys know, right, that Andy Gearsdale, the army truck who appeared in the London scene with Josh Coolin and Sarge, he was canceled in 2012 along with Sergeant Highgear. And the factory custom makers, or whatever you want to call them, the factory workers with a side gig, they decided to capitalize that, and they made a bunch of Andy Gearsdales that were similar to the one that Mattel was going to release, like with a similar army camo pattern, same camouflage. And then just kind of like a couple years ago, they did a desert version, so like more tan colors, and a winter snowy version with obviously more white and gray colors. So there were 3 factory custom versions of Andy Gearsdale. Obviously there were also some real versions of Andy Gearsdale that were prototypes that leaked out. And now for whatever reason, ooh, that's broken. For whatever reason, they thought that wasn't enough and they decided to make a 4th variant, which is kind of like a jungle swampy version. I don't know, it's kind of combined between like jungle and desert because it's got like the tan to match the sand, but also the dark green. And then it's got the eyes of like the snowy one almost because they're the gray eyelids there. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's interesting to have a new variant. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that that back hitch there or whatever, the guardrail is snapped, but oh well. Happy to have it. All right, we're nearing the end of this Giga haul. I have one more box here and it's quite large. Look at this thing, it's huge. I don't know what's in it. Oh, now I do. Wow. This is not even that big of an item. Look, use that big of a box for this. It's a Battle Force 5 item. You can't go a Giga haul without a Battle Force 5 item. Just won this from an auction recently on eBay. Never seen one of these sell, so I wanted to jump on it. Even though it doesn't have like a new diecast that I don't have. I already have the Water Slaughter and the Reverb, but it's nice to have them in the battle pack. Ooh, that's so dusty. Oh my god, look at that. Yeesh. I'll have to wash that off or something. Yeah, they've done a few of these battle packs before. None of them have exclusive cars or anything, but they're nice representations. They're nice presentations of the show and all that with the cool artwork on the front there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this Giga haul. I don't have anything else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know the Giga hauls are getting shorter by the episode, but I feel like we've kind of perfected the process here. Like I've made them faster by opening up all the boxes beforehand and just, you know, extracting the items on camera. And I'm also coming home basically every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks here. And that's just because there was spring break and then I came home like for April 1st, just, you know, for funsies, and now it's Easter break, and then in a couple more weeks I'll be done with the semester. Like literally I am done on like May 3rd or something. And so I'm going to come home. I'm going to record another Giga haul. So yeah, don't worry, Giga haul part 6 will happen. And then I will see Doctor Strange. And then I'm going down to Disney World. And I am absolutely stoked because I was supposed to go down 2 years ago on the exact same days pretty much. I was going to go in 2020, but we all know what happened in May of 2020 and March of 2020 and April of 2020. It was absolute heck without the C and the K and 2 additional letters. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know, what was your favorite item from the Giga haul? Mine was Harry Checkered here, the World Grand Prix flag waver from London. But yeah, everything else is really cool as well. Don't get me wrong. Don't want to discriminate against anything. But yeah, I might have to bark up a couple people's trees though, because that Andy Gearsdale was kind of broken there and the Dusty had the Sharpie mark. So Disney Docket might be getting some money back today. But yeah, guys, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your support on the Giga hauls. It's been a very successful series here on the channel, so we're going to keep it going. All right, guys, see you soon. Bye now.